Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and what I got for you today is a review of the Apex GD145B Foxbat. Now, what do we got here? Why would I be interested in reviewing another folding drone? The Foxbat, as it is advertised currently. It's advertised that it has a 1080p camera, that it has follow me capability, currently being advertised that, and that it has position hold, optical position hold. But that's why I was interested in reviewing it, why I requested it. But looking at this quadcopter, and checking it at home, it doesn't appear that any of those are true. The recorded video that I get from this is 720p HD, vice 1080p, and it's recorded strictly to your phone via Wi-Fi. There is no micro SD card slot in here. I can see for recording video directly to a micro SD card. You would expect that if it was actually 1080p. So, but again, the video that I'm getting via Wi-Fi is 720p HD. Additionally, I do not see any optical sensor on the belly that would be an optical flow sensor, so I don't think this has optical flow. We'll find out here shortly to see if it actually holds its position when I put it in hover. And finally, its app, the GD145 app. I do not see any options in the app for setting follow me, so I don't think that's true either. So unfortunately, none of those seem to be true. But what do we got? What is true? What we get here is another Wi-Fi FPV flyer. Here's its Wi-Fi antenna. It's powered by a 7.4 volt 450 milliampere hour battery. It's a proprietary type of battery, slide-in battery. We have again a 720p HD camera, but with swivel lens that you can swivel up or down. I have it slightly swiveled downward to avoid view of the propellers. It's a very wide-angled lens, so you get quite a wide field of view from the quadcopter. And also we have 8520 motors, so very common motors, but powerful motors at the same time to lift this little thing up. Now let's look at its controller. Its controller is this. It is powered by two little AAA batteries, so I don't expect far range control of this particular drone. But let me turn this off here. The controls. Let's go over them. They are labeled. This is headless mode, this button here. This is one key return, or no, one key takeoff, one key landing. I'm sorry. No, that's one key return. The problem is these, although they're labeled, they're very tiny, especially for my old eyes to see. But this is one key return. This is your takeoff and landing button here. Now up here on the left, this is your rates button, quick press, and flip button holding it down. And on the right button here, this is for starting and stopping video. You can start and stop the video via this button here, surprisingly enough, even though this is a Wi-Fi flyer, by holding down this button here, or take a photo by pressing this button here. But again, the photos and videos are recorded to your phone via the GD145 app. So let's go for a flight of the Foxbat and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, to start up the drone, we got to press this on-off button and hold it down for 3 seconds or so. Make sure the lights are flashing, and then you put it on a flat and level surface. Then turn on your transmitter and bind it with an up-down movement. And make sure that the motors start by down and out. And then down to shut them down, I believe. There we go. And now we're going to start up the Wi-Fi, connect to the drone, and open up its app. Okay, this is the GD145 app, and we are connected. And I'm going to start the video by pressing and holding this button down here. And we see we are recording. Then start the motors, down and out. And then pressing the automatic takeoff button. And first off, we're going to check, does it really have optical hold? Well, it seems to be wandering a bit, so I doubt the effectiveness of optical hold on this. But let's go up a bit higher. Actually, let's turn it around. Pull it back a bit. And then say, how do you like my shirt today, folks? Looking at the camera, it doesn't look too bad. A little bit bluish. With that in mind, I want to show you something. Let's land it again. See, we got a bit of a bluish color here. Let's adjust the white balance, and you can do such in the menu. So let me land it real quick. and shutting down the motors. And let me show you here. If we go into the settings down in the lower right and select camera, we can adjust the white balance. This is one of the few drones that I've seen that lets you do such. Right now it's on automatic, and I'm going to select daylight. And notice we now got a warm glow. Maybe a little too warm. Let's try out that camera and see what it looks like. That's not too bad. It actually looks good. Okay. So, yeah, you can adjust white balance, and let's go back out of that. Other things you can adjust include exposure. Maybe it's a little too bright. I'll bring it down a little bit. No, I like the way it was. We'll leave the exposure alone. You can adjust the contrast. And how's the contrast? Actually, the contrast looks good, but let's decrease it a bit and see what happens. That's a little better, actually. With -1 contrast, it looks. And adjusting further, we can adjust the brightness. And holding it up again, let's go down one. Yeah, I liked it where it was. So we'll leave it at 0. And finally, what else can we adjust? Reset camera settings. I don't want to do that. So we're going to leave the settings that I just set there and go back. And let's take off again with the camera. Reset. Starting the motors. Taking off. Going up higher. Again, getting back into the picture. And saying, how do you like my shirt today, folks? It's got a little bit of a forward drift to it. And I'm going to adjust the backward trim until I can stop that forward drift. There we go. A little bit of a left drift. And now it's more or less, let's move it to the right now. That's good enough. You got a wind now blowing, so I can't adjust it any further. But the camera actually does look pretty good on this. But unfortunately, like I said, it's only 720p camera. Let's go up high. You know, it's advertised with a 1080p camera. The sensor does, maybe it is 1080p and it just can't record it because it doesn't have a record capability for 1080p. The wind's blowing it back again. But just showing that camera. Going upwind. Turning it. Let the wind blow by me. Hello up there. Nice looking on the screen. But again, a lot of that is due to you can adjust all those camera settings. I do like that in a drone, that you can do such to get a better picture. Nice little camera on this. Okay, pushing forward and coming down so we can see it up close again. And bringing it up to the camera, bringing me up to the camera, putting the sun back in my face here so you can see me better. Hello. Okay, let's make sure. Oh, that video, is that video recording? Maybe not. Hitting the video record button. I'm not seeing it hit the record. Let me hit it right here then. Okay, let's go back up again. At least I got screen recording off the Mobazin. And we're going back up in the sky again, this time to show you the camera again. Going up high. And rotating this time using the hitting the record feature of the drone. Showing you the area. And it is recording this time. But again, 720p recording, since it does not have a micro SD card. I'm pretty sure this probably does have a 1080p sensor, because the picture looks excellent on my phone. At least through, you should probably be seeing that with Mobazin, since I am recording it using Mobazin. Nice little flyer. How about a flip? I don't know about doing flips with it. Let's bring it in again and I'll show you that. Holding the flip button down. Right flip. left flip, coming back forward again. Okay, let's try 1 key return. I don't know which way it was pointed when but let's press that 1 key return. Here it comes backwards. There's this 1 key return, so that works. Let's go over to the left though and press 1 key return and see what happens. It actually flies backwards when you hit the 1 key return. It's not a true 1 key return. Let's show you that. We'll bring it over here, pressing 1 key return, and all it does is tilt backwards. So don't depend on that as a return home, as it is not. How about headless mode? Pressing headless mode. Okay, that's the headless mode direction there. So pushing to the right, pushing to the left, and coming out of headless mode. And normal flight mode again. So all in all, you know, although it doesn't have the 1080p, doesn't have follow me that was promised, doesn't have let's see, optical flow position hold, it's still a reasonably nice little Wi-Fi flyer. You know, the camera doesn't look too shabby, at least on my screen. So, okay, let's just fly at higher rate. Third rate. Let's see how maneuverable it is as a... It is maneuverable. That's the highest rate. It flies nice. Okay, and there we got our warning of low battery. See the lights on it flashing? So yeah, this could have been really big if they had implemented, you know, a SD card to record 1080p video and put it on optical flow as promised. Okay, there's its flight time. And stopping the video. Video stop. And turning off the drone. And turning off the controller. So, you know, all in all, if only it had optical flow, that would have been fantastic on this SD card recording, so that you get true 1080p video. You know, it probably records 1080p stills, but video, it's not going to record 1080p video. An optical flow position hold would have made this a big winner. So, unfortunately, it doesn't have those, but still, it's a good micro Wi-Fi flyer. So, I hope you enjoyed this flight. It's Quadcopter 101, signing out.